Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and I'm here to teach you American English. I'm sure all of you know this phrase. I don't like it. But do you know how to say it like a native English speaker? Today, I'm going to teach you a few American phrases to replace I don't like it. And I'll show you some examples from movies and TV shows. Let's start. It's not my thing.
It's not my thing.
It's not my thing.
Wrong, it's not my thing.
Yeah, well, it's not my thing. It's just not my thing.
School committees are not my thing.
Weddings, not really my thing.
We're going to karaoke tonight. Do you want to join? That's not my thing. Or, that's not really my thing. I'm not a something person. For example, I'm not a cat person.
I'm not a cat person.
I'm not a cat person.
I'm not a dog person.
Not a dog person.
I'm not a breakfast person.
I'm not a morning person.
I'm not a relationship person.
Do you want to hold my new cat? Sorry, I'm not much of a cat person. The next few phrases can be used for things or people. I'm not a fan of...
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan, sorry.
I'm not a fan of ginger.
I'm not a fan of Kelly.
I'm not a fan of storms.
I'm not a fan of labels, ma'am.
I love sushi. How about you? I'm not a fan. Or a more subtle version is, I'm not really a fan. I'm not crazy about...
I'm not crazy about it.
I'm not crazy about it.
I'm not crazy about tattoos.
I'm not crazy about this friendship.
I'm not crazy about blind date.
You know, I'm not crazy about that shirt.
I'm not crazy about turkey.
What do you think about Tracy's new boyfriend? I'm not crazy about him. Or a more subtle version is, I'm not really crazy about him. I'm not into...
I'm not into it.
I'm not into it.
Told you I'm not into it.
Whoa, I'm not into that.
Oh, I'm not into online dating.
I'm not into sharing.
What does your daughter think about gymnastics? She's not into it. Or, she's not really into it. I don't care for...
I don't care for it.
I don't care for it.
I don't care for it.
I don't care for heights.
I don't care for movies.
I don't care for these at all.
I really don't care for the way you're speaking to me.
You know, I don't care for the way you're looking at me.
Do you want some goat cheese in your salad? No, I don't care for it. Or, no, I don't really care for it. That's not for me.
It's not for me.
It's not for me.
That's not for me.
That's not for me, Ben.
Have you tried chicken feet? That's not for me. Or, that's not really for me. Now let's talk about the word interesting. The most common translation of interesting is that something is intriguing and you want to know more about it. For example, it was interesting. However, depending on your tone and how you say it, it can mean the complete opposite. So when you have a negative tone with it, it was interesting. It's just a very subtle way to say that you don't really like it. It was interesting.
Great. It was interesting.
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
That was, interesting.
Did you like the ending of the movie? It was interesting. We usually use the next few phrases when we don't like something that someone does or did. I can't stand it.
I
can't stand it.
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it. Nobody can stand it.
My boss is condescending whenever he talks to me. I can't stand it. If you want to emphasize how much you dislike it, you can say, my boss is condescending whenever he talks to me. I really can't stand it. It drives me crazy.
It drives me crazy.
It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
The kids always make a mess in the house. It drives me crazy. Or, the kids always make a mess in the house. It really drives me crazy. It drives me nuts.
It drives me nuts.
Drives me nuts.
Because you drive me nuts, Miller!
His snoring at night drives me nuts. I don't appreciate it.
I don't appreciate it.
I don't appreciate it, okay?
And I don't appreciate it.
I don't appreciate that tone.
And I don't appreciate sarcasm.
I don't appreciate the way you talk to me. Please don't do that again. Do you like this video? Let me know. See you next time.